So quorum having, are you going to chair this one too, Bob?
Nope, it's all yours. Go for it.
Okay, a quorum having been reached, I would like to call to order the April 6th Historical Commission meeting. And Rob Tattersall is absent, but we have our other members. I hope you saw a copy of the agenda. The plaques for West and South Cemetery, I got an update just yesterday. And I can copy that letter from the monument people to you. I had decided I didn't think these had to be 3 feet tall monuments. So I had asked them to make the reveal above land a little shorter than the ones like at the water trough and at the culvert that are over 3 feet, well over 3 feet high. So she now ended cut substantially off from the cost when I had her do that. If I can just find it here. So
Martha, is this from the Hathaways Memorials?
yes.
Okay, yeah, I've got the estimate here, so that
Yeah,
could come
so-
in somewhat less.
I don't know if you have seen the other invoice. The 2 great granite posts are not going to be $2,020, and they're going to install them. That's $3,020, and mounting the bronze plaques on the post is $300. So that would be a total of $3,320. It might be a little less than what you have, Alice, on your invoice.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
$3,320.
No, I
So,
have the estimate here.
and is
So
that what the old estimate was?
when might they do this?
Well, as soon as we sign off on it,
Okay,
they have their check, I believe. So the guy knows where they're gonna go, and I have something here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just, they'll be about the size of the one at the Pan Cemetery that has so much information about the industrial neighborhood.
Okay.
So, and it's been hard getting in touch with them because sometimes they're in Worcester, sometimes they're in Lunenburg. But anyway, I'm sorry that's taken so long. And now that the weather's good and the land is thawed, they should be able to get them in as soon as I give her the okay.
Good.
So was that what the original amount was, Alice, that we paid? $3,320?
well, we haven't paid that yet. That's the
Oh,
estimate.
we haven't. Okay, so
No, in fact, I will need to know.
that's right. We had this on fiscal year
This is
22.
an estimate. It's labeled invoice. So
Right.
it won't be what
But-
I would use.
Yeah, but I have a new
Town
invoice.
hall wants an invoice rather than an estimate.
Yes, so I have now, and I asked her to make it new and include things. So I have an invoice here. What I will do is I will copy you on that and get it to you. And it just has things like bill 2 and the date is 4/5, invoice 113.
Well, I think this is what you gave me a while back. And I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, but the sizes on the gray granite posts are going to be different because she has,
Yeah, so I'll need a final
right,
invoice. And it doesn't take long to process those.
and it says payment will be due once the post and plaques are set.
So,
Good,
And
good.
of
well, we
course,
can,
there's a sales tax too. So
I can
anyway,
do the voucher very quickly.
Yeah, 3,320.
We should not pay a sales tax, Martha.
Oh, good point.
We are tax exempt.
Good point. And they should
Sales
know
tax
that.
here is shown as nothing,
You know,
or is that the same?
Jenny or this town treasurer can provide the exemption information.
Yeah, no, she has 6.25% sales tax and that's absolutely right. We don't have to pay that.
Right.
I
Well,
hesitate to
yeah.
mark up this
If
until I
the
get,
actual invoice comes in with a tax, then we can send it back.
or just
Well,
not. pay it.
if it gets messed up and especially if we're near the deadline, we can pay the invoice minus the sales tax, and then we just need to provide them the exemption information for their records. And
Right.
everything is fine.
Right,
So hopefully they won't bill us for it, but if they do bill us, we won't pay it.
right. So I don't think we have to vote on this again, do we? Because
Nope.
we all agreed
No.
we wanted them.
Yep, we're all
So
good.
I'll get that on. It's funny, she's only in the office a couple of days a week. And that's what's made it kind of iffy getting in touch with her because she has like 3 phone numbers. And anyway, I think we're on our way now that we have those specifications.
Okay.
Mass Historical has requested, from Ann Forbes, a diagram of resource from the East Bolton NRHD. Ann was hoping that she wouldn't have to, and she's, by the way, going to try and join us like at 5:45 or 7 o'clock. I mean, 6:45 or 7 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
Because she has a conflict. They want her to put out a map that shows where these resources are. And she was hoping she didn't have to do that, but she's going to do it.
Okay.
Because that's one of the things they want to see. And has anybody read, or I know, I think Rob Tattersall, I gave him the CD to read. I still have the CD here if anybody wants to go through it. I haven't had time now, but now that I've gotten a couple other big things done, I'm interested in looking at that too.
Yeah, I will eventually, not right at the moment.
So anyway, I was on the Mass Historical Commission. They like to know what the names of the members of the commissioners are in each town. And I'm going to be sending her updates. That's only about 2 months in arrears because she wanted to get those. So I think I have everybody's information in that. If I don't, I'll be asking you for, I know Nate sent it in and Jean Marie sent hers in. And Bob, you probably did yours, right?
Oh, it's been done long since, yeah.
Yeah, right. And mine is in arrears.
If
Okay,
if you have any doubts, Martha, you could just send the list to us and then we could vet it one more time. But I think
yeah,
it's
what I can do
however
is
you want to do it is fine.
send you a copy of the letter before I send it off.
Yeah, then we can, if there's any any slips that we can catch them.
Right, so that if there's a phone number wrong or something, it'll be corrected.
Okay.
Alice and I are going to resume our once a week checking of the historic property surveys, and it shouldn't take us more, I would think, than 2, maybe 3 weeks to do that. But we weren't doing that over the holidays, right, Alice?
Right, just let me know when you want to do it.
Yeah, well, I think Thursday mornings are good for me, but not necessarily tomorrow.
I can't tomorrow in any
Yeah.
case. We have an obligation.
By the way, I took those dead
But,
branches out of the,
when into the future, Thursday is generally good for me.
okay, so let's aim for next Thursday.
A week
That's
from tomorrow.
that's Easter week, though. Do you want to pick it up after Easter?
That's
is-
up to you.
Well,
I can
Palm
certainly
Sunday
come
is,
down sooner.
I think it would be better with my schedule because Palm Sunday's coming up and that's a big production at church and then Easter,
Oh, yeah.
so it would
Okay, so do you
be what, the 7th?
email me the dates you want to start again?
Okay, great. The NRHD certificates are ready to display. They haven't been put up, but DPW are the one who's going to put up those certificates for for the historic properties.
Okay.
So DPW.
Well,
So anyway.
they're the guys with the hammers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what they do is they send them a thing, please do this, and they'll do it and then let her know. Now, let's just skip down to new topics. We do need to vote to approve the 2021 town report. So do you want me to ask Jen for that or just send you what I sent her?
Well, if you sent her the last version that I updated, I'm good with it. And I think other folks have also looked at it and they're good with it.
Yes.
So I don't think this, I think we can, unless you made changes to it, we can vote on that last version and be done.
I didn't, of course, I don't remember what it says yet, but anyway, can we just have a cursory vote? All in favor who want to vote to approve the
Does it have to be
2021?
cursory? Can this just be a final vote?
Yeah, let's take a final vote.
Well, I never would have done this except Jenny said everybody who sends those in for the town report has to vote in a meeting to approve them. And that's all
So
I'm doing
let
now.
this be the final vote though, Martha. We don't need to keep voting on it.
No, well, we didn't vote on it before, right? I said it was
I
done,
thought
but-
I thought we did. I swear I
okay.
we were thinking that
Well,
we
I
had voted
haven't
on it.
seen, is that in our minutes?
I don't think we voted to approve it, but I get nervous when I hear cursory vote.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're gonna vote on it again.
I'm sure that I.
Bob,
only-
I think we discussed it, but I don't think we ended up voting.
Okay,
We probably
correct.
should have, but we didn't.
Okay, all
So
right.
do we want, I mean, this is the meeting we have to do it because in May, it'll be too late.
Well,
Right.
why don't we make a motion that says let's, presuming that it's the version we saw, that we accept it. And do we have is there a second for that?
With some,
Second.
all in
All in
favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Done.
Um,
Oh,
So the only minutes we have then are the minutes for what, 3.2 and 3.9? Jean Marie?
3-2, I had a brain cramp or something. I couldn't find them, so they're not quite finished. But the special meeting minutes, I did send that out. I don't know if you all got a chance to look at them.
I was too stupid to look at it, so.
I didn't. I asked Nate if he could be kind enough to put it up for us, and maybe we could look at it real quick here in real time.
Okay.
Because we really should approve that before going forward with the next meeting. So, okay.
Okay,
You all see that?
Yep, that's good.
great.
Yep.
And seems to tick all the boxes regarding the bylaws. Tick tock, tick.
That's a good, I like that phrase. That's a good phrase. I use that phrase all the time.
Yeah, no, it's very distinctive. So the demo permit is correct, Bob?
Yeah, it looks right to me.
I hope it's not
Just
over
one-
30 days.
Just one small change in section 7. I will write the article. Article should be notice. Change article to
Okay.
notice.
I think in
In the paper.
to number 6, do we want to change meeting to hearing?
That is correct. Good catch. Thank you.
Where is that included?
The first
Set
one.
up, set up a
Next up,
hearing.
Hearing, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's very good catch, Nate. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's the one Bob did very in a timely manner. Next meeting is April 6th. Suggest to hold a follow-up meeting after the scheduled monthly meeting on the 6th.
So I think that's the hearing, right? This follow-up meeting, that's the hearing.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Follow-up meeting. And we got an extra week out of the letter to the editor.
Excuse me, hold a follow-up. It's not a follow-up hearing, is it? Is that what you're saying?
I would just call it, suggested that we hold the hearing
Hold the
after our
hearing.
scheduled
Yes.
monthly
Okay.
meeting.
Great. So scratch those words there and from follow-up meeting and just call it the hearing.
Whoops, there's an F there.
Right. Good.
Right, good. Oops,
Martha's name is misspelled in 8 needs an I in there. Second line at number 8.
now we changed the papers. It was not in the Clinton item. Hello?
I don't know that.
Seeing, where does it say, do we have it?
7, it's 7. Under 7,
Okay, so it's not in the Clinton item?
right, it was just, Bob said he thought the independent was
Yeah,
fine.
independent that does the trick.
Okay,
Independent.
And you did not do the notice to go to the paper. Yes, you did, right? That's good, okay. And that,
I'd like to, in number 8, I'd like to delete the second to last sentence. The permit isn't, the preservation plan has the fireplace as a maybe item. There's a bunch of issues with it with respect to whether, whether it's structurally sound and safe and all this jazz, and whether it'll be incorporated in the design. And we're not in a position to dictate that one way or the other. So that I would just take that sentence out in its entirety.
so the fireplace may be demoed. Is that right?
The fireplace the action on the fireplace will be determined by the design process that happened under the site preservation plan. But I don't know that you need to add that here. You can actually just stop at that sentence and that's fine. And because you say at the end of it, it's not clear what the final outcome will be, which is accurate. So just put a period where you are right now, and I think we're good to go.
so would that mean that if it did get demolished, they demolished everything but the fireplace, and if the fireplace couldn't be integrated into a pavilion, then it would have to be
That's correct.
demolished with
That's
another number?
No. The preservation plan, it makes that a potential reused design element. So it may be kept, it may not be kept. It's a question of doing the design of the replacements building.
Okay,
And if it's useful and it's safe, then it may be incorporated, but it's not a requirement.
okay.
So can I make a motion that we approve the minutes as edited?
Sounds like a plan.
Second,
Second,
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh,
Opposed?
Opposed?
Bingo.
Okay,
Hey, before
Jean
we.
Marie, how close is March 2nd? Do you want me to pull those up now?
our second, I don't think I'm,
yeah.
sorry,
let's-
I was trying to work on them this afternoon, but I had another meeting earlier and I just didn't, and I
Okay,
couldn't.
we can do it. We can do
Why
it
don't-
next time.
Yeah, why
I
don't we
prefer-
address them next meeting?
Thank you. I was gonna,
Thank
because I want to have a gap between this meeting and the next meeting.
Right.
So I'm anxious to complete this agenda as early as we can.
All right, good.
So
So,
since we were just talking about Persis Park there for a minute, can I just give you a quick heads up on the next meeting?
Yeah.
And that is that
in May,
I'm gonna ask for 2 votes. Okay, the first vote is whether or not we're gonna make a decision as to whether it should be preferably preserved at at the 7 o'clock meeting, or whether we want to delay it a week, which we have the option of doing. I personally think that we can make the decision, but I think it should be voted on specifically. And then the next question is going to be to vote on whether or not to declare it historically significant. I'm sorry, to declare it preferably preserved. And if we make that decision, that invokes a 6-month delay. We don't separately vote on the demolition delay itself. We can subsequently vote on relieving it if we've got a plan that we're happy with. But the vote tonight will simply be delayed by 6 months.
If the
Anybody?
vote goes right.
For
Right, if that's right, or not. I mean, if we vote differently, then
what
it'll be
purpose
outcome
would
different.
a delay serve?
The purpose of the delay is to get agreement by all parties on the preservation plan. We have agreement between
For more
the Historical
negotiation.
Commission and Parks and Rec, but we
Yeah.
don't have agreement really with the
So you're
selectmen.
saying
or-
that we should vote it preferably preserved for now?
Well, if we vote it preferably preserved, then the preservation plan has meaning. If we vote it's not preferably preserved, we're all done. That they can demolish it tomorrow and there's no recourse to anything. And I'm not going to recommend that. I'm not going to recommend that.
Recommend which?
I will not recommend that we, let me say it on the positive. I'm going to recommend that we declare it preferably preserved,
To give us the time we need.
to give us the time to work out the preservation
Yeah.
aspect of it, because that's the only way to do that. If we do otherwise, we can't do it at all.
Okay. So
Okay.
any other business? I know Bob's anxious to get started on our next step here, so.
Well, let's go back to the agenda here for a second. We talked about that there was something about the report on the FY23 advisory meeting.
Did we,
I thought we actually did that, to be honest with you.
did we vote to accept those minutes?
Which
We
minutes?
did.
Yes, we
Just
did.
now? We did. Okay,
We
good.
voted to accept those minutes. The only minutes outstanding will be the March 2nd minutes and the meeting minutes tonight for tonight's meetings.
Okay.
There's a new topic for spring pan monument work. Do we want to discuss that? Or is that, we already did
Yeah,
that?
I noticed that those front row things are getting whiter and whiter and whiter, just like that stuff guarantees. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we do want to, let's put it this way. I don't think that, do you think it's feasible we would want to do anything up at Pan between now and our next meeting, which will be May, whatever, first Wednesday in May?
I'm
May
gonna
4th.
I would have a hard time doing that, to be honest with you. I got a bunch of things going on that I really need to get behind me. My
Right,
hope is that we do something maybe in early May before it gets ridiculously hot.
right.
And maybe we can do something, but I don't want to add to my commitment list for the next few weeks.
And so shall we make it that we will discuss this? We'll not do anything with the sprucing up the Pan Cemetery monuments until probably after May 4th.
Yeah, well, we can decide at the next meeting what,
Okay.
what we want to do in a date.
So any other business?
Let's see. What's the tree warden request? Martha,
Where did I put that?
you put that under
Are
new
we all set
topics.
with that?
It was a new
Is that
topic, is
the-
tree warden.
I don't see it on the agenda.
I do. Under new topics?
You're looking at an old agenda, Bob?
What am
Or
I doing here?
different
Mike?
agenda?
Resume Pan monument work. That's what we just discussed. I have nothing after that on my copy of the,
I am, let me see what I'm doing here. Oh, for crying out loud. Never mind.
okay, great. All
Sorry.
right. So thank you very much for breezing through this. Would someone like to make a motion that we adjourn the April 6th meeting.
Move to adjourn?
Second.
Second.
So
All in
why-
All in favor?
now?
Opposed?
Opposed?
Okay, great.
We are, okay.
You have the floor, Chairman Bush.
Okay, so, yes.